Hello again, Rapid City and Yankton 4th graders. It's me, Jim, and we're just going to tell you a little bit about what we've been up to today. So, we again have had another month of wonderful weather. It's been like the best winter that I can remember in a long, long time. We have had some rain and some snow and some more rain here the last week. It's kind of made a bit of a mess around the place, but we certainly can't complain. We haven't had any cold temperatures to speak of for a while, and so the livestock is doing really great. One of the jobs we did this morning, look behind me here, we measured the pelvises on these females. These are some heifer calves that we're going to use for breeding for next year. They were the top end of our calf crop that we showed you earlier, and these were 10 of my favorite females from this group. And so this morning we ran them through the chute and we measured their pelvises to make sure that they had large pelvises so they'd be able to have room to have a big calf if that happened. So they all passed their test today, so that was great. And so we went ahead and vaccinated them and gave them their shots that they'll need to go into our mama cow. So one of the things the guys were working on in the shop this morning was we needed to improve our ability to get the pigs out of the nursery a little easier. So Jared and Caleb made this chute that we'll set into the door of the barn, and then we can just back our trailer up and flip this door down to the trailer so the pigs can just walk down the chute right out into our trailer. So we're hoping that will make things a little bit easier, because sometimes when the weather's not right, it can be kind of challenging to get the pigs to move where you want them to go in a kind of a quick fashion. And so we're hoping that this is good.
Something different we got going on this time of year at our house is colored pigs. As you probably noticed from most of our other videos, all the pigs that we raise for commercial pork production and for our breeding stock customers are usually white crossbred gilts. But this month is the time of year, this is the time of year when we farrow our 4-H babies. I'm going to put this guy down because he's getting kind of squealy and I'm happy. But for our 4-H litters, we'll use different genetics. We'll buy semen from some other boars. I'll have to put him down too, it looks like. But we'll bring in semen from some other boars, and that's how we produce the colored pigs. It's a different genetics that allow us to put together a different color pattern on the piggies. So this year we're farrowing about 17 litters of these crossbred pigs for the kids and some of our customers' kids to show for 4-H. And so we got lots of different ones to show you here. If you want to look over here, we got some red pigs, which would be, the red genetics come from the Duroc breed. And we've got some black pigs, and the black pigs come from either the Hampshire or the Berkshire breed. And then we got some white ones, and we got some pigs that have some roan colors, like if they're white with a little touch of blue or reddish brown on their back. That's just because they're a cross between a white hog and a colored hog. Here's a little girl, a little Hampshire cross girl. But this little gal here, like I say, she's probably 10 days or 2 weeks old. I'd have to look in the book. But what we do, when these babies are about 4 days old, we go through and we put a little notch in their ear so that we can identify who's who. This pig here has the right ear tells me what litter this pig is from. It's got a notch up here, and that counts for 9, and a notch down here, and that counts for 1. So that tells me that this piggy came from the 10th litter. And the notch on this ear counts for 3. So that tells me that that was the 3rd pig in that litter. So litter number 10 and pig number 3. We also weaned about 400 pigs last week from our regular sow farm, and so we filled 3 nurseries up with these little guys. They're really doing terrific. We're really happy they're off to a great start. And because they were so big when we weaned them, we were able to already switch them over to our ground feed. And so they're off to a very nice start. They're ahead of schedule already as far as our diet. And Doing great.
Something else I wanted to show you is the reason that we use farrowing crates. As you can see, when the sows have babies, we put them into these crates. And the reason behind that is to keep these baby pigs from getting laid on. As you can see, the crates have a slender design. They're only about 30 inches wide. And so when the mother sow lays down, she can't just flop right over and smack her pigs. She has to lay down slowly, and these fingers down at the bottom keep her from getting underneath it and getting stuck or getting hurt. But it allows her to get up and down and nurse and drink and eat her groceries, but it also provides a safe place for the pigs. As you can see, the sow stays in the middle of the pen, and then the baby pigs lay over on the sides. We use mats and heat lamps to keep the pigs from getting laid on too. Those mats have heaters in them, and then we also put a heat bulb over the top. And so the pigs, because they like it a lot warmer than the sow, they will lay over here on the sides where it's warm, and they won't be laying underneath where the sow can step on them or lay on them. So they're really a useful tool, and I would never want to be without them, because it allows us to save a lot more baby pigs every month when we farrow.
He's the proud papa of a lot of the red baby pigs that we showed you over there. We don't get to use him a lot because he's kind of a show pig boar, so he only gets to sire pigs about twice a year. But we really think he's quite an animal, and he's the daddy of a lot of those 4-H pigs that we just looked at. Gator is a tremendous animal. As you can see, he's really got a gigantic set of shoulders and a lot of muscle, and he's real heavy in terms of his heaviness of structure and big bones. So he's a boar that really sires really good eye-appealing pigs for the 4-H crowd. So just wanted you to meet Gator. That's basically what we've been up to the last few days here, is lots of livestock work. It won't be long. We're almost to the 1st of March, so one of these days we'll start pulling some equipment out of the sheds and start going over that, because in another 6 weeks hopefully we'll be in the field thinking about planting some corn and planting some alfalfa. So it won't be long and the rush will be here. But we hope you guys are all well, and we're going to try to get that Facebook page up and running here one of these days. So thanks a lot.